What's up there and welcome to a brand new video on 414 Anime. One of the series I was most looking forward to this season was Zombieland Saga. From the PVC, it looked like we were all going to be treated to a proper zombie survival thriller that could possibly rival or even dethrone fan favourite High School of the Dead. But, of course, for anyone that's seen the show, we know that's not the case. And as you can imagine, this series got me thinking about other zombie-themed titles in anime, and surprisingly, there aren't many anime shows that focus solely on zombies. This I find quite crazy, as people had really become fascinated with the genre over the last couple of years. So anyway, I've narrowed it down to 5 of my favourites. Here's my list of 5 zombie-based anime. First up, we have arguably the most popular or famous zombie anime, which is High School of the Dead. When you think or mention zombie anime titles, this is always the first one that comes to my mind, and you could say that this series would also top your list of anime that need another season. Don't worry, that list will be coming. Anyway, it all kicks off when a high school is suddenly terrorized by zombies. Our main protagonist, Takashi, is thrown right into the action when he has to defend Rei, a childhood friend that he has strong feelings for, by, and spoiler alert just in case you haven't seen the show yet, killing his best friend and Rei's current boyfriend, who had just been bitten by one of the zombies attacking the school. This show did a great job of capturing your attention straight from the get-go. Following this, Takashi vows to protect Rei at all costs, and their fight for survival begins. Many more memorable characters are introduced to the series as they all band together to try and find their family members and uncover the cause of the pandemic. And just a quick question for the fans of the show. Best girl, Rei or Psycho? Let me know in the comments. I keep switching between the two and I could never really decide which one is best girl, so let me know. Anyway, High School of the Dead really does have it all. Action, thrill, tense moments, characters with great backstories, and of course, fan service. Much fan service. Next up, of course, is the current serving of undead that comes in the form of Zombieland Saga. Like I previously mentioned in the intro, the Zombieland Saga PVC looked like we were finally going to get a series similar to our first entry, High School of the Dead. Something I may add that we've all been craving for quite a long time now. This new series looks really tense and had a feel that we were in for something that could be action-packed or just plain thrilling. What we got shocked everyone, and in the most unexpectedly welcomed way. We got a series that crossed the zombie theme with that of Love Life School Idol project. And just like High School of the Dead, this series wastes no time grabbing the audience's attention. The episode starts as a typical morning. We're introduced to Sakura as she's starting a new year at school. Sakura is young, full of spirit, and determined to get the year off to a great start. In a fully energetic state, she leaves her house and bang! Hit by a lorry as the heavy music starts to play. Sakura later wakes up to find that she has been brought back to life as a zombie and thrown into an idol group with 6 other zombie girls by the crazy yet ever so charming Tatsumi Kotaru in an attempt to save the world. This show has definitely provided all sorts of crazy that we had no idea we needed. This next show isn't typically zombie themed, but the main protagonist is one. The series Is This a Zombie really does prove that not all zombies are monsters, but can also come in the form of a male magical girl. Yep. You heard right. One night while walking home from the convenience store, Ayamu, a regular high school student, is killed by a serial killer. Ayamu is suddenly brought back to life by necromancer and lolly queen Euclid Hellscythe. But there is a catch. Ayamu is now a zombie. Things of course take a stranger twist for poor Ayamu. He encounters a magical girl by the name of Haruna. In this encounter, he somehow manages to steal her magical girl costume along with her magical girl powers. Ayamu is now forced to fight the evil creatures Haruna would until they can work out a way of getting her powers transferred back to her. This series for me is one that is just so easy to watch. There is such a great humour to the show, and things naturally get stranger and stranger for Ayamu. Is This a Zombie? Is a series that you must check out if you haven't so already. Our next entry is School Live, or School Live, not entirely sure how to pronounce it to be honest. In confession, I have literally only just finished this series and was so enthralled by it. School Live's take on the zombie genre was, in my opinion, rather unique and definitely caught me off guard on more than one occasion. We're introduced to Yuki Takiya, a schoolgirl that is a very rare 1 in a million kind of person that actually loves her school. She is part of the School Living Club with fellow members Yuri, Kurumi, Miki, supervising teacher Megumi, and of course the club's dog Toromaru. This club prides itself on making the very most of school life, which is pretty cute. Following the cute theme, everything in this first episode seems like another normal day at school. Yuki attends both the club and her classes. Everything is bright and cheerful as we see Yuki laughing and enjoying time with her classmates. Of course, being a zombie-themed series, you're just waiting for the inevitable apocalypse to begin. However, in School Live, this is not the case. Instead of waiting for things to happen, at the end of this first episode, we were all shocked to see that the apocalypse had already begun and that Yuki lives inside her own bubble as she is unable to truly perceive what is going on. And it turns out that the School Life Club are actually just the only remaining survivors of the school that have barricaded themselves in. The club's actual purpose is to escape and discover the truth of what is actually going on. Our final entry is a series that gets you hooked, and I mean hooked. The next episode button was smashed in mere seconds after the previous episode had finished. The series is made by the same studio and director as mainstream anime Attack on Titan. The series in question is the action-packed Carbonari of the Iron Fortress. This series is often described as a Attack on Titan clone, though the animation is obviously very similar as well as the gist of the basic storyline. Though it's quite clear to see that these are two different stories. Because it's a survival series made by the same studio and director, you'll always think of the other, so just bear that in mind if you haven't seen the show yet. Like mentioned, Carbonari's story is pretty basic. The zombies, known as Kabane, have emerged from a mysterious virus and have begun to please their appetite by ripping into the flesh of humans. Pretty standard zombie stuff, right? Of course, like all classic zombie-themed shows, once bitten, the human will in time become a Kabane. To combat this, humankind have bunched together to create different fortifications to keep them safe and the Kabane out. The only way in or out of these fortifications is via huge armoured trains, thus you can see where the story is going, right? Though basic in story, it is both animated and told in such a way that just captures you. You feel at times on the edge of your seat when the characters are in danger, and what Carbonari does really well is making you feel emotion towards the characters when things inevitably take a turn for the worst. If you haven't seen this series, change that. Change that right now. And there we have it. That was my list of 5 zombie-based anime. Let me know in the comments what your favourite zombie-themed anime is. Do you agree with my list, or have I missed something amazing? Let me know. Also, don't forget to smash the like button if you enjoyed the video, as it really does help my videos reach a wider audience. And subscribe for more anime content. Until next time, my fellow weebs. Peace!
Later days are found.